Hello! So what are we doing today then? Think maybe you read title, maybe we do some tentacles, and maybe some slime, and it's probably going to be female. No, I got all my references to the side there. So, I'm going to do something a little bit different from the last one we worked on. I'm going to be working on an idea here, and then I'm going to go ahead and make a picture after the fact with the concept we've created. So, to begin with, it's going to be a woman. So there's a few things you could do to start off with a design on a woman. I kind of got an image in mind straight away for this one, unlike the last one where I was experimenting a lot more heavier. I want it to be kind of a biggish woman with no limbs, just all tentacles. And I'm probably not even going to give her eyes. I'm probably just going to give her lips and maybe a stubby nose of some kind. But mostly it's just going to be kind of a biggish woman. And yeah, this being the kind of general outline of it. And then I was going to have the body just form into tentacles, but I kind of want to be big sexy, I suppose, is what I'm kind of wanting to go for, but I'm not 100% on that. I want it to be monstrous, but yeah, I was thinking of just like covering up the eye area completely with tentacles, other than trying to make some kind of like human face. But yeah, probably not like incredibly overweight, just kind of like with some folds. And that's probably going to be the human part of the body that I'm going to have for this one. Already that's one layer thing I'm quite happy with. I'm not going to have it that big though, because I want to be more tentacles than thing. So, whoop. All tentacles. So there's going to be quite an easy character design. I mean, I might have over to the side here like a display of what I want the tentacles to be like, because there's a few options we can do for tentacles. Yeah, I might do that first before I go too crazy into thinking about other things. So let's pull it in here and just kind of think about what I want the tentacles to look like. Like I said, I'm just going to have a look at my reference a little bit. There's a few options I could go for here. I could just have them pure slime, where they're just a line like that. But what I'm probably going to do is have it be a line, but then add those kind of suction cups in, but not necessarily squid-like suction cups. So I might just have a single one. Everyone knows that I can draw tentacles pretty well if you followed my channel long enough. I'm pretty good at it. And then other than that, I want it to be quite a slimy look, so like the whole thing is going to have that kind of coating goo look. So let's go ahead and do a grey on this one now, because I kind of know what I'm looking at. So I'm popping back and forth with my references as they go, because I've got a bunch of different animal tentacles on the side here that I'm looking at. I'm currently looking at this one. It's a pretty cool reference. It's that old kind of Japanese style look, which maybe I'll take a little bit of inspiration from that, with just having a bit of line work into the technicals, just a bit, just to emphasize certain parts, and then make the rest just gooey. Yeah, nice goo and slime all over that. And I've got a few references for slime as well, because that's another unique thing to draw, because you're basically giving everything kind of a liquid texture when you're painting it. And I'm perfectly happy to do that for our whole character, and that'll be something you'll see more when I actually get into the painting side of it, but I can kind of emphasize where I want it to be particularly slimy just with my line work. I'm going to not use as much thick line work as I did on the other one, because I want it to be, I might not even use line work at all and have it all kind of just colour, because it just makes the slime look cooler. A little bit there, a little bit there. So we've got kind of the rough idea here what we want to do for this. I don't want to make this intro too long, because I battled on a bit for the last video. So yeah, so that's the kind of look I want for the tentacles, I think. And then so now that's done. Oops. Go back to having my blue. Anyway, thinking about the character type. get back over here. Got like a pile of tentacles over here from an octopi. I got a really cool reference actually thing here. I kind of want this to be going on, where there's hardly any actual gaps and it's just all overflowing and just utilising it. The suction cups aren't going to be that big. I might have a few that kind of get that huge. That's a good point. Go back over here because I kind of like that look on there, where some of them are like a bit bigger and misshapen. So I might do that for a few. Yeah, I want that overflowing tentacle look. I don't have to go too crazy because it's going to be based on the environment she's in. That's going to be an issue. But again, not going to actually have any limbs other than tentacles. But I do want that woman figure. But what I do is I'll probably have tentacles coming in all over her body like that. So, you know, kind of making up the idea of clothes. And then the hair is going to also be just part of this mass. And I'm thinking, from like that reference material I had earlier, with those styles, I'm going to utilize some of those to try and go in and have an interesting hairdo to this tentacle character, where it's just completely showing off, not hiding the face and obscuring it. There we go, something like that, and the face in, and you get the gist of that. There we go. Go in and I'm going to do a little bit of dark details on here just to see, get the kind of look I want to go for it. I mean, this is, because it's a video, this is going to be fast and rough character design here, I'm afraid. So I'm going to give it a stub nose because I want, I don't know, maybe I kind of want all the femininity just in the chin here, so that's going to be something I have to work out as I do the image. But just go in and I have like a nice curvature to the chin here, and then using that neckline, that'll help emphasize that. And then probably have the nose a little bit higher, like maybe like here, and then probably nice pouty lips. Yeah, something like that, something like that. I don't want freckles or anything like that, I just want the rosy lips. Yeah, something like that. And then, like I say, the tentacles will be going like this. And I might have one going down here. I'm not going to have ears. I'm going to imagine that she'd be kind of bold underneath here. And she'll just maybe have like a large kind of like deflatable head underneath here or something. Just for like my own kind of own thought process when I'm making her. You probably never will see that, but oh well. The other thing with tentacles is that there's going to be a lot of fold work in here, which is kind of an interesting jux on the muscle image, because the muscles are very tense, like layered up things, and there's going to be a lot of fatty folds in this one. So that's kind of neat that they just happen to be that way, because I picked these themes kind of like what sounded cool at the time, and I didn't really think of them in correlation to each other, which I probably could have, but you know, I haven't got many hours in the day, so a lot of my work's loose and fast. Yeah, something like this, and then I don't know what I want to do for the bones in this, because I want it almost not to have bones past this point, but maybe kind of the indication of a rib cage wouldn't hurt. So maybe I'll do that, and then the rest is slime. Maybe I won't add that in, I don't know. Just make sure this bit's very smooth as I go back and do it with the perfect line work. Like I say, the clothes are going to be, like clothes, quote unquote, are going to be dependent on the environment, because I'll use like tentacles don't always cover her. I mean, you know, I could have the boobs out, but there's no need. It's too much. Subtlety is key when it comes to sexuality. Here we go. yeah, something like that. I've kind of got a general gist of what I want the character to be like. Like I say, I want to emphasise this region a little bit here, but I don't want to show anything explicit. I just want to show the form, and then all this point will just go straight into more tentacles, and you'd probably lose sight of where the body begins and the tentacles start. I might even have like one claw out of here, and they're not going to like split evenly into one tentacle. You're going to have like multiple coming out of these points, and the same down here. You're going to have like multiple coming out of these points, and they're going to probably populate a whole room with what's going on with these. So that's pretty much what I want for the character design. It's quite simple, but I have an idea for where I want to put her in a bit of a subversion situation. The only other thing is I might give her a stomach. This is all going to warp depending on the way I position her. But yeah, that's the kind of look I want to go for. I'd save that, keep that to the side so I can refer back to it, and then I'm going to make a start on my main video. So I hope you enjoyed that, and enjoy the rest of this speed drawing.
you